Imagine a city, bustling, thriving, a gateway to an ancient empire. Now imagine it vanishes, so completely that for over 1,000 years, it's dismissed as myth. This is the story of Heracleion, also known as Thonis, one magnificent metropolis swallowed by the sea. Hidden just off Egypt's coast, beneath the Mediterranean in Aboukir Bay, Heracleion was lost for over 1,200 years. Once Egypt's main customs port and a religious center, it was a place of immense wealth and power. Its rediscovery in 2000 stunned historians, proof that legends can be real. The scale is staggering, not just a shipwreck, but an entire city beneath the waves. The lost city beneath the sea is no longer a myth. Its story is just beginning. How does a city end up underwater? Heracleion was built on silty islands in the Nile Delta, perfect for a port, but dangerously unstable. The city's grand temples and statues pressed down on soft clay, a hidden weakness. Scientists believe earthquakes rocked the region, causing soil liquefaction. The ground turned to liquid, buildings collapsed, and the city began to sink. Rising sea levels finished the job, flooding the land over years, not days. Residents watched as water claimed their streets, forced to abandon their homes. Eventually, Heracleion slipped beneath the waves, sealed by sand and mud. Ironically, the water that destroyed the city also preserved it for centuries. Heracleion's fate is a powerful lesson. Even the greatest civilizations are at nature's mercy. The city's sinking is a humbling reminder that the ground beneath us is never truly permanent. Heracleion was a center of trade and culture, but not even its wealth could stop the forces of geology and time. Its watery grave turned it into a time capsule, waiting for rediscovery. The city's end was not a single disaster, but a slow, relentless process. Heracleion stands as a silent witness to the power of our planet. Its story is a warning and a wonder. Even the mightiest cities can vanish. For centuries, Heracleion was just a name in ancient texts, described by Herodotus, doubted by scholars. The search for the real city was daunting, a needle in the Mediterranean's vast haystack. Enter Frank Goddio, a pioneer of underwater archaeology, who believed the legends. Goddio's team began with research, studying ancient maps, texts, and focusing on Aboukir Bay. Years of surveying the seafloor followed, using side-scan sonar and magnetic sensors to detect hidden structures. This was no treasure hunt, but a patient scientific investigation. After 4 years, the data revealed a buried area with signs of ancient construction. Divers descended, clearing sand to reveal the walls of a massive temple, the heart of the lost city. The legend of Heracleion was now reality. Goddio's persistence and technology had solved a 1,000-year-old mystery. The discovery changed history, proving that even the greatest legends can be true. The city's ruins were not just found, they were revealed piece by piece. Heracleion's rediscovery was a triumph of science and determination. The city beneath the sea was no longer lost. The patient work paid off. Heracleion was real. The world's greatest mysteries can be solved with the right tools and vision. Heracleion's story is proof that history still has secrets. Sometimes, legends are just waiting to be uncovered. Finding a lost city underwater is one thing, excavating it is another. Archaeologists use water dredges, like underwater vacuums, to gently remove sand and sediment. Every move must be careful. One mistake could destroy a priceless artifact. Once cleared, the team creates detailed 3D maps using cameras and sonar, capturing the city's layout. These digital maps let researchers explore the site virtually, preserving its context. Lifting massive statues requires inflatable bags and cranes. Each recovery is a tense, coordinated feat. Not everything can be brought up. Much is studied in place, using special resins to preserve fragile objects. Protecting the site from damage is as important as discovery. The work is about more than treasure. It's about stewardship. The tools of discovery are also tools of preservation. Heracleion's secrets are revealed slowly, with care and respect. Technology allows us to study the city without destroying it. The goal: protect this sunken palace for future generations. Discovery and preservation go hand in hand beneath the waves. The treasures of Heracleion are breathtaking, none more so than its colossal statues. A 5-meter-tall statue of Hapi, god of the Nile's flood, was found perfectly preserved on the seabed. Watching these giants rise from the water is a direct link to the city's ancient beliefs and artistry. These finds confirmed Heracleion's importance. Not a fishing village, but a city tied to Egypt's rulers. The most crucial find, a stone stele inscribed with a pharaoh's decree, proving Heracleion's role as Egypt's main port. Over 700 ancient anchors and thousands of gold coins were recovered, evidence of a bustling international hub. The city's rise from the deep is a triumph of archaeology. Heracleion's legacy is one of wonder and connection. At Heracleion's heart stood its grand temple to Amun-Gareb, the city's spiritual and economic center. Major ceremonies like the mysteries of Osiris filled the city's canals with ritual boats, miniature models of which have been found by archaeologists. Hundreds of gold coins, both Egyptian and foreign, reveal Heracleion's immense wealth as Egypt's official port of entry. Every ship paid taxes, enriching the temple and the pharaoh. The Heracleion stele, a stone decree from Pharaoh Nectanebo I, set a 10% tax on all imports, proof of a highly organized society. The city was a melting pot, home to Egyptians and Greeks, reflected in artifacts and bilingual inscriptions. Heracleion's dual names, Thonis and Heracleion, show its multicultural nature. Greek pottery, weapons, and inscriptions reveal a society where cultures mingled and thrived. The city's laws, wealth, and religious life were deeply intertwined. Heracleion was more than gods and gold. It was a crossroads of the ancient world. Its administration was sophisticated, its society diverse. The city's prosperity came from its unique position and openness. Heracleion's story is one of unity and exchange. The city's spirit lives on in its artifacts and its legacy. Heracleion was a beacon of culture, commerce, and faith. Its lost world is now found. What was life like in ancient Heracleion? Imagine children playing in canal-lined streets, traveling by skiff instead of foot. Ships from distant lands arrived daily, bringing exotic goods and languages. The city buzzed with stonemasons, priests, and merchants. A vibrant, noisy, colorful place. Picture a Greek merchant, Nikos, negotiating deals in the bustling port, speaking both Greek and Egyptian, his fortunes tied to the sea. Or a priestess in the temple, guardian of rituals and sacred spaces, respected for her knowledge and devotion. She witnessed pharaohs' coronations, connecting the human and divine. Even a humble fisherman played a vital role, casting nets in the bay, feeding the city. Each life, from merchant to priestess to fisherman, wove the fabric of Heraclean society. These imagined stories turn ruins into a living city. Heracleion was a place of dreams, ambition, and daily life. Its people shaped its destiny, just as we shape ours. The city's spirit endures in the stories we tell. Heracleion's past whispers to us through its stones. The lost city breathes again in our imagination. Heracleion's story echoes other legendary lost cities: Atlantis, Pompeii, Petra, Machu Picchu. Like Atlantis, Heracleion was swallowed by the sea, showing that legends can have roots in reality. Pompeii was buried by ash, Heracleion by water, both preserved as time capsules. Petra, a forgotten trade hub, and Machu Picchu, hidden in the Andes, remind us that great cities can vanish and be rediscovered. Each lost city was a center of trade, culture, or spirituality, protected by nature or obscured by time. Their rediscoveries fill blank spots on the map of human history. Heracleion now stands among these wonders, a testament to human ambition and the mysteries of the past. Studying these cities reveals intimate details of ancient life. Fire, water, abandonment. Each city's fate was different, but their stories inspire awe. Rediscovery sparks imagination and reminds us that history is never truly lost. Heracleion's return is a triumph of exploration. The world's wonders are still out there, waiting. Lost cities teach us to keep searching. Heracleion's story is more than history. It's an invitation to adventure. Our world is still full of mysteries, waiting to be found. The age of exploration isn't over. With modern technology, it's just beginning. You don't need a research vessel to be an explorer. Curiosity is your compass. Start your own expedition. Read, watch, visit museums, ask questions. Every discovery, big or small, is a journey into the unknown. Heracleion teaches us to challenge assumptions and seek the truth. The greatest adventures begin with a single question: what if the stories are true? Your Heracleion might be a hidden family story, a new skill, or a dream destination. The spirit of exploration lives in all of us. The story of the Sunken Palace and your own is still being written. Keep exploring, keep learning, and never lose your sense of wonder. The world is waiting for you.